Hey CD11, welcome to your weekly legislative update, this week coming to you from our field office in Westchester. This week, the Transportation Committee passed my resolution banning oversized vehicles on Kentwood Avenue from West 80th Place to Manchester, on Glasgow Place from 102nd to 104th, on Grandview Boulevard from Palms to Charnock, and Federal Avenue from Wilshire to Rochester. This now heads to the City Council for a final vote. This week, the City Council also unanimously approved the motion Councilwoman Rodriguez and I co-introduced to place a fire facilities measure on the ballot in 2026. This will be a critical step towards investing in LAFD's infrastructure and ensuring our firefighters have the tools and resources they need to keep us safe. I also introduced a motion with Councilmember John Lee to bring the city's wildfire hazard zones in line with the new state maps. This means more neighborhoods, not just those in the highest risk areas, will now fall under brush clearance rules and other wildfire safety measures. It's a big move that better reflects today's fire risks and helps protect more homes, especially as wildfire season gets longer and more intense. I also helped introduce a resolution urging the state to strengthen its own brush clearance laws. Right now, agencies like the Mountain Recreation Conservation Authority are not required to meet the same clearance standards as private property owners, even though their land often borders homes and provides fuel that places homes at risk. New state legislation would require the MRCA to clear up to 700 feet around nearby structures, which will help stop fires before they spread. Finally, I've heard concerns from a lot of displaced residents about their voter registration. If you forwarded your mail or updated your address with the Postal Service or the DMV, you might get a form in the mail from the County Registrar of Voters asking you to update your voter registration address. Here's the deal. If you're living somewhere else temporarily, you can keep your Palisades address as your voting address. You're not required to change your voter address just because you are temporarily living somewhere else. So if you want to vote as a Palisades resident and have a say in what happens next there, keep your voter registration tied to your Palisades address. Have a great weekend, CD11, and I'll be back next week with more updates.